Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of Now Live channel. So today I'm going to be listing some South African films to look out for in the year 2018. Now before we actually get into it, I'd just like to highlight that some of these films, I think one or two may be outdated here and there, but I'm still going to mention them either way since most of them actually are still in circuit. Number two, I'd just like to highlight that it was very difficult finding some of this information, but at least I managed to get at least like 10 movies at least. So as the year goes by, I'll actually keep on updating this list as I come across more information and more movies get released. In the meantime, let's get into it. By the way guys, so this episode is actually going to have a competition, so please stay to the end of the video to find out how you can win yourself 1 GB worth of data regardless of which network you're using. So number one in no particular order is Catching Feelings, written and directed and produced by Kagiso Ledige, also starring Kagiso Ledige and Pearl Thusi and Andrew Buckland. Right, so this film is actually about a university professor who is a formerly great but currently struggling writer who has a beautiful and ambitious wife, and their lives get turned upside down apparently when a more celebrated and successful writer moves into their Johannesburg home. By the time you actually see this video, this film would have been released a few days before that. It's scheduled to be released on the 9th of March. I'm actually looking forward to see this film, and I'll also post a review once I've seen it. Alright, number two on the list is Asina Mali. This film is written and directed by Mbongeni Ngema and is also written by Daniel Ben Israel. It is obviously a musical drama that is set near the end of the apartheid era. This film tackles issues such as necklacing, police brutality, political activism, and street violence. This film was actually released on the 2nd of March, and it was actually currently on circuit rather on Ster-Kinekor. But when I checked recently, just before shooting this video, I can't find it anymore, and I can't find it anywhere else. I'll try and find out more information in terms of what's happening in terms of that, and as soon as I find out more information, I'll post that on my social media channels. Number three on the list is Five Fingers for Masailis. I don't know, man. It's Five Fingers for the Town. Okay, this movie is directed by Michael Matthews and written by Sean Drummond. It stars Zethu Dlomo, Vio Dabula, Hamilton Dlamini, Warren Masemola, Kenneth Kosi, and a bunch of other formidable actors. This film is basically about a character called Dao who kills 2 cops in the town of Masai, and he flees the town obviously and comes back 20 years after to find that there's a new boss in town. As you guys might probably know already, the trailer to this film looks stunning. It is like visually pleasing. I'm very amped to see this film, to say nothing more. I'll probably, after seeing this film, I'll probably post a review, or rather a reaction of this film. I don't think I'll post a review. It is scheduled to be released on the 6th of April, so keep an eye out for that, and please go and check it out also. Alright, number 4 on the list is a film titled Baby Mamas. This film is actually directed by Stefina Zwane and Salamina Mosese. Stefina, or rather Salamina Mosese, is actually listed as a producer, not director, so I made a mistake on that. It stars Salamina Mosese, Dineo Ranaka, Kay Smith, and Thembi Samdonda. This film tells the story basically of various women who are in different stages of becoming baby mamas, and more information about this film is actually still yet to be released and confirmed, including release dates and actually trailers, but I'll keep you guys posted on that information as soon as it arises. Alright, number 5 on the list is a film titled Zulu Wedding. This film is actually written and directed by Dineo Sigolwane and Julie Hall. It stars Nondumiso Dembe, Derek June Henson, Padens Ladla, and surprisingly enough, DJ Dira, amongst many other actors obviously. This film is basically about a choreographer who lives in the States or US who tries at all costs to avoid falling in love, but mostly avoid going back home to South Africa, because back home she is traditionally engaged to a king. I'd assume in this case Ulojo. It is scheduled to be released on the 20th of April. This film, the minute I heard the title, I was like, oh my god, it's one of those films. But I watched the trailer and I was surprisingly entertained, and I won't lie, I just really hope the film is just as entertaining as the trailer actually is. Alright, number 6 on the list is a film titled 28, or otherwise known as The Number. This film is directed by Khalo Matabane, and it is written by Paul Ian Johnson. It stars Presley Choneagai, Dean Lotz, and Mothusi Mogano, amongst many other actors, obviously. It's basically adapted from a novel titled The Number. This novel is basically about a guy who spent 25 years in prison and got deeply embroiled in the gang culture of prison. It's set to be released on the 20th of April. Yeah, I know most of these movies just happen to share release dates. I have no idea why. Number 7 on the list is a film titled Wanderlust or Wanderlust, depending. This film is basically written and directed by Johan Cronje. It stars Simone Nordman, Mila Guy, and Stian Smith. It's a film about a wedding that goes wrong, and the morning after, the friends and foes basically try to piece together the events of the night before. This film revolves apparently around, according to the information I've gathered, 3 characters: the groom, the bride, and the waitress. The groom is basically trying to find the bride. The bride is trying to escape her past, and the waitress is trying to strip herself of the current issues of her present. This film is set to be released on the 27th of April. Infinity War. And I'll most probably also go see this film, and I'll keep you updated and posted in terms of what happens with this film. The trailer for this film was just released a few days ago, so please go check it out. Number 8 on the list is a film titled Reiki. This film is directed by Ferdinand van Zyl and written by Jack Williams. It stars Greg Creek, Christia Visser, and Maurice Carpede. I'm sorry to butcher your name, man. This film is basically about a Reiki who is named Henk Viljoen. He is wrongfully declared dead behind enemy lines, and he has to fend for himself and defend and fight his way all the way back to South Africa to his unborn child and wife who is currently mourning him, and also his family. This film is set to be released on the 6th of May. I'll keep you posted on the information about that also. Please also go check out the trailer, link in the description. Number 9 on the list is a film titled He Who Is Without Sin. This is a film that is written, directed, produced, and stars Jafta Mamabolo. This film is basically based on the Fees Must Fall movement, or rather inspired by the Fees Must Fall movement. It's basically about a guy who finds himself struggling financially and academically in varsity and chooses to drop out and sells his textbook to a certain lady, and then goes on to fall in love with another lady who happens to be a sex worker, and decides to change his mind and go collect these books back from this lady he sold them to. And that doesn't really end well because he ends up killing the lady, and that's where basically the conflict of the story picks up. This film is set to be released on the 6th of July, and as soon as more information once again has come out about this film, I'll keep you guys posted, and if a trailer comes along, I'll keep you guys posted on my social media channels. And last but not least on the list is a film titled Sisters. This film is directed by Corné van Rijn. It stars Diane Lawrenson, Leah van Niekerk, and Juanita Adams. This film is basically about a mother's dying wish for her daughters to basically get along or get together, and she basically plans a posthumous trip for them. Yeah, it's basically what the film is about, and from what I gathered at least, and it is set to be released on the 30th of March. Trailer, once again, link is in the description, so please go check it out, and also please go check out the film. Alright, and this film gets an honorable mention. It is not on the list because it was actually released a long time ago, but kind of taken down and then re-released just recently. It is obviously, as you might have guessed, Ingceba. Please go check out this film. It is a very spectacular film. I uploaded a review like quite a while ago. Please go check out that review also and get back to me with feedback with regards to that. But it is just an honorable mention because it is such a great film and probably the best film we're going to see in South Africa this entire year. And in closing, guys, as you remember at the beginning of this video, I did mention that it was very difficult finding most of the information about these films. And these films I'm actually about, the next 3 films I'm going to mention, are movies that I was aware that they're coming out, but for some reason I just couldn't find any information or any additional information about them. And I'm not sure whether these movies are going to go into circuits or theaters, or they're going to go directly to Mzansi Magic or TV, but I'll mention them nonetheless. First up is Love Lives Here. Or rather, sorry, it's Looking for Love, and it's going to be starring Lillian Dube and Phindile Gwala. That's so far the information I have. The next on the list is Abafana Bami, starring Thomas Gumede. And lastly, it is a film titled State Enemy No. 1, starring Duduzi Mabaso and Balente Maphumulo. And yeah, so that's basically it. If you guys feel like there are any films that I left out that you're aware that are coming out this year, please feel free to to comment in the comment section below. So, hey guys, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that there's going to be a competition within this video. So basically, here's how you can win yourself 1 GB worth of data. Just comment in the comment section below, hit me up on my social media channels, whether on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, and just tell me which movie are you most excited to go see, go watch, and give me the reasons why. We'll be doing the winner will be actually picked on another video. We'll do a lucky draw right in front of your eyes, so it is very fair and impartial. So yeah, just jump into the comment section or hit me up on my social media handles. Also subscribe, comment, like and share if you like this video, and hit me up on Twitter at Nqanawe Live, which is NQANAWELIVE, and also check out my photography on Instagram at nqanawe.imax, nqanawe.imax. That's basically about it, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.